Greetings, dear Capricorn. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to go ahead and take a look at you and your person's love reading. So this is for whoever you have come to this reading in your heart and in your mind. We're going to try to channel some messages between you and your person, all right? And we are officially in Cancer season, and to double down on that, we also have Venus in the sign of Cancer as well. So collectively, this could look like being more attracted to love that is nurturing, that is more home-based, and just connecting with people who are more in your like inner circle, right? Or your family in that sense. So that's kind of where everything is astrologically. But let's see with you how it all goes. What does this look like between you and your person? We're going to use two different decks. First deck is going to be for you. We are using the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. It's just in this very beautiful accented white and pink color. And then we're going to use the Gilded Tarot Royale for your person, okay? And we typically use two different decks just to see if there's any matching energy. So that kind of helps to see if any of that comes out. And then we're going to close the reading out with just a few cards from the Romance Angels Oracles and see what they have, any messages that they have in store for you that could be related to this reading, okay? Let's just go ahead and set the intention that this is for the sign of Capricorn. So if you have Capricorn and your sun, your moon, your rising, and particularly your Venus, then it is my sincerest intention that this reading may resonate with you in some capacity and that you're able to receive these messages and apply them to your own life, always and only for your highest good. Okay, let's get started. So our first card is looking at you. So Capricorn, during the season, June, July, what is it looking like for you? Okay, and this is in regards to a relationship. So where are you in this connection around this time? Okay, show me Capricorn's energy at this time in this partnership. Show me Capricorn's energy. Ooh. Show me Capricorn's energy. Okay. Pull 3 cards. All right. All right, first of all, you're ready to kind of walk away from something. This is either walk away from the relationship altogether because there's a general sense of like it's just not enough, or there's just something better out there, or you're ready to kind of like walk away from like the mediocrity of it. Like you're ready to walk away from one stage of a relationship and enter to another one, okay? I see you being very tired. You're very exhausted. You just feel you want to throw in the towel. You keep persisting in this relationship, but there's something about it that's just not quite enough. It's almost like your person is really underserving you in some capacity, okay? And so you could be feeling like you are just tired. Maybe you've been putting in too much energy, and maybe your person not enough. But whatever it is, there's something that's very exhausting about this connection that makes you just want to like say deuces and walk out of it, okay? And I see like perhaps instead of like just wallowing in that kind of like negative energy or in that defeatist energy, I see you just paying attention more on what you really like to do. You're getting involved in this Page of Wands energy. So like you're just being playful. You're doing the things that you like to do, your hobbies, your whatever. You're just being, maybe even hanging out with people who are not like your actual person. But I see you just kind of trying to involve yourself in a little bit more lighthearted fun around this time, because there is something that feels very unsatisfying about the connection that you're in right now that you're really tired of, okay? Let's go ahead and look at your person. So for Capricorn's person, show me Capricorn's person's energy. Ooh. One more, please. Okay. So for your person, they feel at this time that like things are going really right with them. They're having like a sense of victory. life is life, and for them, and I mean that in a good way. They just feel like there's a fair amount of success. There could be a lot of other things that they're paying attention to that they are achieving at this time. I'm not sure if it has, if it's in regard to the connection, but they're definitely in a space right now where they're just like, whatever they're putting their energy into, they're seeing a lot of success and a lot of wins from that. And I definitely think it could have something to do with their resources, their money, maybe doing like a job well done at work, or in their business sense, right? With this Ten of Pentacles, there's something that's extremely satisfying about their long-term objective when it comes to their resources. They're having like a very good return when it comes to money, jobs, right? But they could also be very isolating in the connection as well, because they also have this Hermit. So this could be like them kind of isolating themselves from you in this connection, because there's other things that they're working on that are maybe money related, and it's just maybe, and while they're receiving some success from that, that Hermit, I feel like, has come about because they've had to like delve into a self-isolating mode, applying some wisdom, maybe just like working by themselves in like solitary way, that they're seeing like the wins of it. But it could have, like, just because they're successful in one aspect of their life, I feel like that isolation, because of how it's mirroring and how this looks on your side, you could be tired of just like them giving, like they're just not working as hard on this. And so Capricorn, one thing that we know, the kind of the stereotype energy with Capricorn is like, it's busy, it is it has its eggs in all of the baskets, and is able to kind of like give to everything, and prides itself on success, on hard work. And so if you're looking at that, like, you might be able to like respect what your person is doing. You may be able to even like cheer with them and be like, hey, like, I'm so happy for you, you're able to achieve this success, but like, can't you pay attention to me too? Because you're like, I'm doing all of this stuff, I'm able to hold this A, B, C, and D down, and still have you E and pay attention to all of it. But maybe your person doesn't have that capacity to really do that, okay? So they could be feeling like, you know, there are some people who could only like, I can just do like one thing at a time. Like, it's either I'm all work, or I'm all love, or I'm all hobby, or whatever it is. That like your person could just be like this one track type of thing, where it's like they're going in one direction, but it completely neglects other aspects of their life. So I'm feeling like there could be some energy around that, whereas like they are receiving the success in their personal life in some way, but because they've like kind of pulled away from the partnership to do this, this could be leaving you to just feel like, oh my God, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of chasing after you. I want to walk away. This is not fulfilling to like have you give to me 50%. Like, I need all. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm seeing between the two of you in this energy for June and July period. Okay. But let's go ahead and take a look at the dynamic. So how do the two of you function as a partnership? So this is just looking at the whole thing. Like, this is not just like current energy, but this is just like in general. All right. So let's check out Capricorn and their person. So we'll pull 3 cards from you, 3 cards for your person. But let's check out your dynamic in this partnership first. Whoa, that flew out of there. Okay, we're definitely gonna pick that up, okay? 1 minute. Interesting. Okay. So the dynamic for you, I feel, there's been a lot of waiting, okay? There's been a lot of resting and been a lot of contemplation in this relationship, where you've just kind of like waiting for something to happen. And as the time is going, you're sitting here looking at, oh my God, like, what am I getting out of this? 7 of Pentacles is all about looking at your returns. It's about going back to like looking at the relationship and just being like, okay, like, what needs to be tweaked? What needs to go? What needs to stay? What needs to change? What needs to transform in some way, okay? But it's about looking at it. If you look at the card, it's like he's just kind of like assessing where he is in this, right? So I don't feel like there's, I don't feel that this doesn't feel like something, well, let's pull his let's pull like your person's energy too, but you also have the Fool here. So this is you wanting a new start. I'm not getting the idea that this is like a long-standing committed relationship. This looks like a relationship where you're trying to like you're each vying for each other's attention, but it's like it's this yo-yo, and it's like you're just looking at it. You're like, well, what is all? Why am I spending all of this time with you? Why am I giving you my like? Why am I activating my heart space for you and trying to incorporate you in my life? And you're wondering like, is like, what is the point? Is there a point? Does it grow from here? Can I have growth out of this connection? And I think you're really like just kind of like thinking about that. You've really been meditating on it because you do want something new. You want a new start. You want to be able to like start something committed with this person. But I feel like you are giving the value of your time, and it's just like you don't know if it's worth it. But let's go ahead and check out what's the dynamic of your person. I'm gonna keep that one reversed. All major arcana. Your person got the Death card. There's definitely something that needs to change, and their sense of being or what they bring to the relationship. Okay, a transformation is definitely needed. I feel like they've just been waiting. They're in this hangman mode where they're like, okay, they're like in this moment where it's like they're thinking about, well, hangman can be like waiting in vain, but hangman can also be like making sacrifices. So it's like, does your person know how to make appropriate sacrifices for this partnership? And this is coming up in their dynamic where it's like, I don't know if they can, because it's like the world comes after that. So we've got the Death, the hangman, and we've got the world. The world is like closing a chapter out so that you can start something new. It's like things need to change because this Death card is all about transformation. It's changing things. It's not being stuck where you are. Okay? But in order to do that, you gotta let go of something. Your person's not letting go of something because they need to bring out something new. They need to close a chapter. They need to close the connection of like how it is right now. Because I don't see you being very interested in having the relationship as it exists in this current state. Okay? So I'm getting major energy from your person of like this, either this need to transform this partnership, but then they need to make the appropriate sacrifices. And I don't think it might have been a conversation that you guys have had, and it's just like, it's not happening right now. Okay? But I think your person is well aware of how dissatisfied perhaps that you are, and how you're teetering on this, like, I don't know if I really want to invest in this anymore. This is really for me. I don't know. Okay? Let's get some advice for you. Let's get some advice for Capricorn in this connection. Show me advice for Capricorn in this connection. All right. The advice, very easy advice here. 9 of Cups. What brings you joy? Remember, your crowning energy was the 8 of Cups, which is all about walking away from unsatisfying emotional connections. And the 9 of Cups is more about like finding that joy within yourself. Finding the joy, giving yourself the gift of that, okay? If you are currently just not happy in a connection, are you just in a connection just to be in one? Isn't the whole point of a connection to connect? Think about that long-term strategy. That King of Wands urges you to really look into what's the plan here? Is the way things are in your connection, is it making sense for what you want in the long term? That King of Wands is looking at the big picture. Is it making sense to you? And the last one is straight up like reciprocal energy. Are they giving you? Is the energy that you guys give each other reciprocal? When you see the card like he's giving to people, is your person just taking? Are you the only one giving? Or is it like a back and forth, you know? So the advice for you is to really kind of focus in on like your highlight is like what makes you happy, Capricorn. What's the big picture? What do you want out of this? What do you want out of your life? What do you want out of the partnerships that you and the connections that you have in your life? And is it reciprocal? So only you know the answers to this and what to do as a result of that. Okay? Let's close this reading out. Let's get a few cards from the Romance Angels Oracles. Let's see what the Romance Angels have in store for you, dear Capricorn. Let's see. What are they saying to you? Okay. Okay. We'll do 3. I think that's enough. First one, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Gesture or gesture? Okay. So that's one. Second one is, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Even if it's to yourself, boo. And last one, forgiving and learning. As you released and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay, so take those messages as they apply to you. Yeah, that's what I got for you. So, dear Capricorn, my name is Tifa. I do tarot. If this reading resonates, please do like this video, comment, subscribe. Please do all of that. And I do offer personal readings, and you can find more information to the link to my Calendly in the description of this video and also in the About section of the channel. I thank you so much for listening to this message. I hope you have a blessed and prosperous June and July or Cancer season. Bye.